What's going on, everybody? Colin here with Techout. A little bit different camera angle here. We're actually using my iPhone 17 Pro Max to record this. And today we're going to be taking a look at and unboxing this Mac Studio. This is a 2025 M4 Max, 36 gig of memory, 512 gigabyte SSD Mac Studio. So it is the base model Mac Studio, but compared to my M4 Mac Mini, it is quite the jump. This is not brand new. It is an open box unit from eBay, actually. I picked it up from a seller on there. It was a certified open box, and that was like not the seller's description, but that was like an eBay checkmark kind of thing. So we will take a look at this and unbox it and see how open box or used it actually is. And we're going to take a look at everything. Ignore this over here. That's kind of like all this pile of mess from previous videos and stuff like that you normally don't see, because I normally just record on this portion over here. But we're going to go ahead and angle the camera down a little bit here and take a look at this. I think it opens from the top over here. I have a program called Drive DX, which will be able to install and see how much data has been written to the SSD, how many power on hours it has. It's supposed to be a like new, you know, open box, but not used. So it's got like, 1,000 hours on the SSD, or, terabytes and terabytes of data written to it. Obviously, that is an issue. The description did mention the box would be a little bit dirty, which is fine. But here we go. We've got the Mac Studio in there. We do have the paperwork and everything right here on the top of the box. Let's see. Yep, just the paperwork in there. I don't think they did Apple stickers when these came out. I don't know. It seems like something might be missing out of there. It seems a little light, or it was a little thicker than what was actually in there. But here is the Mac Studio itself. There is something on the side of it. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it wipes off. And there's the power cord. So yeah, it does have some, we'll give it a good cleaning. I don't know if that's just some stuff from the box, but here is the Apple braided power cord as well. And we'll fold that back up. I'm gonna try to hold the Mac on my lap here while I fold the box back up and get it out of the way. We'll get the Mac Studio up here. All right, so as you can see here, we do have some marks on it, which I am going to be kind of critical here. Now I know, yes, it's eBay open box, but reason I'm going to be critical here is because this was open box. It's not supposed to show any signs of wear, and this was actually only $100 less than me going to the Apple store and picking up a brand new one. So it's not supposed to show any signs of use, which the bottom doesn't look like it's been, drug around on anything or anything like that. I don't know, what kind of environment it came from. Maybe that's just somebody's handprint or something from cleaning it. So I've got some Whoosh screen cleaner here. This stuff is excellent. And I got a little microfiber cloth here. So we'll just see, that wipes off, which I think it does. So no big deal. It was supposedly tested by Apple certified technicians. I got this, like I said, this wasn't just like a, individual seller on eBay. It was a company, iPower Resale. They had good ratings. It was like 99.5% positive feedback. So yeah, I'm just gonna, we'll for now chalk those marks up to, just somebody prepping it for shipping, because everything did wipe right off. There's no actual like damage or anything like that on here that I can see. So like I said, we'll have to get it set up and get it booted up here and take a look at the actual SSD usage and stuff like that. But port wise, on the M4 Max, you've got 4 Thunderbolt 5s, 10 gigabit Ethernet, your power port, 2 USB-As, which I hate that they took those away from the Mac Mini. I have a couple of things that still use USB-A, like microphones and stuff like that just plug right in there. So it is nice to have a couple of those without having to use an adapter. And then we have HDMI, headphone jack, and a power button. No power button on the bottom like the Mac Mini. And on the front here, we have a full-size SD card reader as well as 2 USB-C ports. If you get the M3 Ultra, then these are 2 additional Thunderbolt 5 ports, but on the M4 Max, they're just going to be regular USB-C ports, not Thunderbolt. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down my Mac Mini, go ahead and get that unplugged from all the stuff on my desk, get this hooked up, and we'll take a look at it over there. I'll put in, I don't know if it'll either be a video clip or a screen recording. It just depends on what shows up on Drive DX. We'll take a look at that and see how much usage this thing actually has. All right, guys. Been setting this up here for about, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes now. I got some of my applications downloaded again, Final Cut installed, you know, just some odds and ends. I always set my Macs up from new, just because, you know, files all get hidden back in, you know, La La Land, and I just like to set them up as new. I've got a lot of my stuff on my NAS here and on external drives, so a lot of my data doesn't have to come back over. I just have to re-download some applications and stuff like that. But you know, once I sign in with you know, iCloud and stuff like that, my Safari tabs and bookmarks and everything like that already come over. So there's really not much to do there. But I've got all my applications that I use on the daily set back up and everything like that. So I am also happy to report, if we look at Drive DX right here, it only has 3 power on hours on the SSD, or on the NVMe drive, I guess, because it doesn't really have an SSD on the Apple Silicon. But happy to report we did not get scammed or anything like that. It is an actual open box Mac. It hasn't been used for thousands of hours. I didn't even look to see how much read and write data. Yeah, it's only had 515 gigabytes written to it. Everything is 100% health in there, so we're all good to go there. That 515 gigabytes was, well, probably some me downloading Final Cut Pro, which is like 20 or 24. I'm assuming they probably reinstalled the OS, stuff like that, when they wiped it, and did all that. So that probably used most of that, but really nothing crazy. It's a really nice computer, really, really fast. I'm about to edit this video on it, so I'll be importing my iPhone footage and this footage. So we'll be trying that out for the first time, and I'll be streaming from it here on my next live stream. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Have a great day.